Although Americans seem to lose interest in passenger train travel, some countries maintained their trains as national treasures. The narrow-gauge Guayaquil and Quito Railway in Ecuador plays a vital part in national life, and people here use the railroad like a party line. It even serves as a food market on wheels. Train buff and writer Carla Hunt has traveled throughout South America on trains. The Guayaquil to Quito run draws her back as the most exciting in South America. A train buff's dream, an American-built Baldwin engine, a relic from 1900, begins a two-day climb from sea level to over 11,000 feet in the Andes. Passengers have a choice of three classes. Second class costs $1.60. First class cars sport padded seats for $2.10. And local vendors offer lunch on brown paper. The affluent who ride deluxe get reserved seats and meal service. But some prefer the roof, where conductors seldom collect tickets. American engineers laid out the route in 1898. It took 10 years to cut the line from the sugarcane fields of the lowlands up over the Andes. When the train going up fails to meet the train coming down at the appointed siding, there's an unscheduled stop for a phone call to find out what happened to the other train.
These trains, not only do they carry the people up and down, but they carry the mail. And every once in a while you see them with a medical prescription, a telex that might have come into Guayaquil but can't make it up between the two points. There's a telex facility at Riobamba, but between here and Riobamba there's absolutely nothing.
The trains coming from Riobamba have problem in Guigra. One of the wheels of the machine was falling down off the track. And now we are going to this train to help the other train to ride to Guigra.
Ah, fantastico.
Derailments are common, but the speeds are slow and the accidents usually minor. As a bonus, amateur supervisors get a chance to see how, with a minimum of equipment, a derailed car can be coaxed back onto its track. After a change of engines, the train climbs into the mountains once again. In the early days of the American West, railroad builders often resorted to zigzagging switchbacks to gain altitude. On this line, a famous switchback is still in use. The train has proceeded as far as it can up the valley. Now it switches to another track and backs up the side of Devil's Nose, giving passengers on the rear platform a front-end view. The train backs around the mountain, then switches again to climb higher. Going forward again, the train has climbed 300 vertical feet up the side of the mountain. At the end of the first day, the train stops at Riobamba. For Carla Hunt, a visit to the market is a fascinating feature of the trip.
People come from miles around to sell and buy. You see things in this market you won't see anywhere else in Latin America. But more than anything else, I like to wander around and look at all those beautiful faces.
From Riobamba to Quito, the train is really a bus on rails. There are seats inside, but for hardy train buffs like Carla Hunt, there is a much more exciting vantage point.
The place I like to ride is up on the luggage rack on top. That's the best sightseeing seat in South America. To go through the mountains and to climb over the 2 ranges of the Andes, to go through the beautiful upland villages, with all the wild changes of weather en route, there's nothing in the world like it.
Clouds shroud the peaks of the Andes as the line climbs high through cuts in the mountains, and then descends to Ecuador's capital, the Spanish colonial city of Quito, to bring to an end one of the world's most extraordinary train rides.